Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream on the channel. This is the Europa League group stage reaction. Before I add the guest, obviously we are sponsored by ASA Kits. You can get 10% discount by using code OR6 at asakits.co.uk. Get your tracksuits, kits, wherever you want at asakits.co.uk. With me, I'm joined by Joe. How you doing?
Hello.
Hello. You there?
Oh. Hello. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Arsenal got PSV.
What was that?
Arsenal got PSV. Gakpo. PSV. Yeah, I think they're doing yours now. It's whoever you get. You got Malmo. You got Malmo.
Thing is, I can't find it.
Did you get Malmo? Apparently my wife is working now, but can't have confirmation.
Still can't find it. But guys, smash the likes once you're here.
Go on YouTube, BT Sport.
Big up Zohe. Yeah, hit the like button, of course. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, but I can't even find
it.
Guys, smash the likes, man. Let's hit the like button.
Oh no, you haven't been picked yet. I think you're next. I'm behind. Oh, it's lagging. Oh, is that you? Oh, you got Real Sushi Dad. You got Real Sushi Dad.
No, we don't.
Yeah, you know I got Real Sushi Dad. You're in Group F with Real Sushi Dad.
We're not in Group F.
You're in Group F. We're in Group A with PSV. Look, I can see it right
here. We're in Group E, mate. We're in Group E.
Group E. Oh, you've got Real Sushi Dad.
Yeah, we've got Real Sushi Dad, yeah.
I don't know why I'm like looking in on my phone. Who's that? Monaco. There you go, my wife should be kicked in now. There you go. Is that better? Hello, Rest?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, they're picking up the next Arsenal team. Alright, next Arsenal team. I think got Real Betis. That was because I'm better in. SC Sheriff, Real Betis. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Union Berlin. Alright, come on. Get out the 13. 13. First, for the next Arsenal team.
Big up, Alex. How you doing?
He's gone.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, no worries. I don't know if you've seen about Arsenal. I've got PSV in their group.
Oh, really? They started it already?
Yeah, I can't even find the link, you know. Apparently it's on BT Sport on YouTube. I can't even find it.
YouTube. Oh, we got Bodo Glimt.
Bodo, they're not very. I mean, they beat Roma, but they're not great. So, for me, it's just like weak an opposition as possible.
One of the easiest teams.
Did you find the link, Alex, for BT Sport? Did you find the stream?
What for the draw?
Yeah, apparently it's on BT Sport YouTube.
I'm looking.
I can't find it.
It's on the BT Sport verified YouTube.
Yeah, no, I've got it.
So put the link in the chat. Put the link in the private chat.
Right.
So I can't manage to find it for some reason.
I think it's just a BT Sport on YouTube, and it might come up. Oh, Roma, Ludo Gret, and Real Betis.
Okay, fine. I understand now. Hang on a minute.
Oh, FC Sheriff. They're in that group G.
So guys, get the likes up, man. Get the likes. Oh, hang on.
Oh, yeah, Man United got Sheriff. FC Sheriff.
Have you actually?
Yeah, you got Richard Jevons
Oh.
Sheriff.
Lucky bastards.
No, they beat me with just.
Yeah, but I mean, they still came bottom. Oh no, they came third, but like still easy opposition for me.
Yeah. Oh, Lazio, Feyenoord, and Mid. I'm not gonna pronounce that.
Union Berlin. Oh, that's an irrelevant group.
Yeah, that's an easy.
I'm gonna try to get on my phone. Hang on.
Alright, you're gonna miss the whole thing.
No.
Oh, next team. Braga. Olympiacos. Oh, Olympiacos aren't in LA. Oh.
Give it to Arsenal. Give them to Arsenal.
No.
Yeah, we beat them last time we played them anyway.
How do we?
Yeah,
Oh,
2020, 21. We played them in the round of 16. We beat them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I don't remember that. Remember we. No, I do remember. I remember we beat them. I remember we lost as well. Who's that? Monaco. PSV actually quite good. We've got quite a hard one. Who's that? Alright. Oh, there's no good teams in top four. They're all. I don't know who any of them are.
Yeah, no, we should be looking to beat all of those people.
Yeah. FC Nantes, I think, are the best. Aren't they the one in the French?
Yeah, Nantes. They're the team that had that striker who signed for Cardiff City a couple of years ago, and then he died. His plane crashed.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name?
Yeah,
Salah. Yeah, he played for Nantes.
Oh, we got Zurich. I don't know who they are. Zurich. We got Zurich.
That's all
That's
right.
our group done. Yeah, that's a good draw.
PSV, Bodo Glimt, and Zurich. All right.
I thought you played Wi-Fi passwords. I don't know who any of these. Larnaca. It got put in group B. The Dynamo Kiev, Stade Rennes, Fenerbahce. Lanasa?
Never heard of that team.
Who are they?
Omanaya.
Omanaya. Yeah. Who are they in?
Yes, they've got
Oh,
Real
United.
Sociedad, Sheriff Tiraspol, and Omanaya.
Who's that for Man United?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate,
That
if
should
we
be.
don't top up the group, that's embarrassing.
Yes.
I mean, from a Man U perspective, are you looking? I mean, I don't think you're going to be anywhere near the top four in the league this season, if I'm being completely honest. So maybe, as opposed to Arsenal, the Europa League is really something to go for. Chance of winning a trophy and getting in the Champions League via the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd rather win Europa League than get top 4.
You would.
European trophy. Yeah, European trophy. We've never won one before.
Yeah, but surely, like, if what I want to see is signs of progress, and for me, it's not really progress if we finish 6th and then cop out and win the Europa League. Like, surely we want to be back in that top
Yeah.
4. That shows that we're building momentum and consistency in the league.
I'm Neuer FC. Oh my god, if we don't qualify, honestly, that's
I want to get top 4 and Europa League.
yeah. I
Or,
think
Yeah,
it's starting to too much now.
yeah,
you
but
know,
for me,
that's what
I don't want to see people like Jesus, Saka, Partey, key players. I don't want to see them playing in the Europa League group stages. I think at this
yeah.
stage we need to be prioritising the Premier League, and
Especially
yeah. So I do think we're going to see lots of youngsters and fringe players. So the likes of Holding, El Neni, Cedric, and Katia, all those people. So for
Congo.
me, I just want the easiest teams possible, and
I'll send
PSV
you
is a
the link.
tough
Hang on.
game.
I'll send this together link. Hang on.
Yeah, same. I want the easy teams so we can just put our B team and then still win.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's probably the worst group, isn't it? Monaco. Yeah, that's probably the worst group.
What's
SD
your?
Nats.
Hang on. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I know this guy's Instagram. Hang on, let me send
That's all the groups done. Oh no, it's not. One more.
it.
Oh no, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, so
Champions League gets it.
Omonia or oh no, Ammonia, whatever I don't know how you pronounce it. They're from Cyprus. They've
Check it.
got
Yeah.
Neil Lennon as their
Check it
manager.
Instagram. This comment. Check it Instagram. This person. Check it Instagram. Send you the link.
Alright, so Group A, Arsenal, PSV, Bodo, Glint, Zurich.
We'll talk about
Group
Chelsea
B,
as well. Hang on. Let me do Chelsea.
really. Roma have a good chance of winning it.
Yeah, 100%. Don't.
Actually, no, the worst group's D. Group D.
Yeah, that's
Braga, Malmo, Union Berlin, and Union Saint.
100%. I sent him the link, so check it.
For Arsenal, we should be aiming to win this. We're us and Roma right now are the 2 best teams in the competition. And then United as well, but
Yeah, check it Instagram. Thing. This boy, check it.
we should aim to win this. We're better than maybe Roma might be better than us, or we might be a tiny bit better than them. I don't know. But
100%. Now, but United have to top up the group, man. No excuses from them.
I think we can win. Actually, no, because teams that go out of the Europa League, to be fair, teams that go out of the Europa League, that could be. Tottenham will get through their group because they got the easy group.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, did you say that? I don't want Spurs to finish 3rd in their group because that they drop down to the Europa League, and then with Conte, I think they genuinely have a chance of breaking their trophy drought. And I hate to say that as an Arsenal fan, but so I don't want to see Spurs in the Europa League. So to be honest, I'd quite like to see them get through to the round of 16 and then get absolutely slapped up by Bayern or someone.
Yeah, because they have no chance against teams like Real Madrid or PSG. But
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
Europa League, they have a good chance of winning it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Done. Thanks for watching it.
Is Arsenal's group done? Is Arsenal group done?
Fulham.
Is Arsenal group done? Arsenal's group
Yeah.
done. Yeah, cool. That's fine. Right, so let's
All right, that's the group done.
cool. Let's review. So thing. Let me check the updates for the group. I forgot some of the teams along. Hang on.
Yeah. I mean, we can't we've got to take these teams seriously. I mean, PSV are obviously a big team in the Netherlands, but then they were knocked out by Rangers, weren't they? So if Rangers beat them, then I think we've got a chance. Bodo Glimt again, we've got to take them seriously because if I'm right in remembering, they beat Roma 6-1 last year in the Conference League. So that again, they're no pushover. And I don't know about Zurich. I think they're probably the weakest team in that group. But yeah, I think we've got we should be winning that group hands down from an Arsenal point of view. But I wouldn't say that two of those teams certainly aren't pushovers.
Yeah, 100%. What's his name? Matt, check your Instagram. Yeah, I'll send you the link. But anyways, I got the group now. Group A, Arsenal, PSV, Bordeaux, Glint, and Zurich. For me, PSV are a good team. Um, Obviously, they've got Gakpo that they're linked with. They've got they've got good players, man. So that's an eye to keep on. Group B, let me just share my screen out, man. But yeah, guys, smash the likes. Okay, so let me just take this banner away. All right, let me make it bigger. Cool. So Group A, Arsenal, PSV, Bordeaux, and Zurich. Arsenal should really top up the group. To be fair, no excuse from them. But Joe, what's your thoughts on your group, man?
I mean, PSV are good. Pretty sure they're quite good. Nearly got into the Champions League, but the other two are. I don't really know who they are. So it's a pretty good draw. I think we'll get third. It should be quite comfortable. But even if we get second, I don't see any of the other teams finishing first or second. It's a good draw.
Yeah, we'll talk about Chelsea after when we finish the Europa League because I've got some nice topics about Chelsea. Group B, obviously, Dinamo Kiev, Rennes, Fenerbahce, and AEK Larnaca. Listen, these teams, man, honestly, they're by far passes. But
Yeah,
Rennes should top of the group, in my opinion. Second,
Fenerbahce. He
Fenerbahce.
didn't have Ozil,
Yeah, that was about
but he's gone.
obviously, Dynamo Kyiv, they're a Russian team, so they haven't played football quite well because obviously the situation with Russia. So I don't think they played football for a while. So honestly, I think it'll be hard for them to qualify, but we'll see. Group C is Roma, Ludogorets, Betis, and HJK. I think Roma should top of the
Roma
group.
then Betis.
Roma and Betis, yeah. And then Group D, it is Braga, Malmo, Union Berlin, and ST Galois.
Why
Honestly,
do we miss that? I wish we had those teams. That's like the easiest group. It's gonna be such a joke.
Braga are good. Braga are good. Braga are good.
Yeah, they're good, but
That's,
they're the
I'd
worst
rather,
hot
I'd
ones.
rather Braga over PSV personally.
Yeah, but I
yes.
think Braga are in the same pot as us.
Oh right, yeah.
So I think
Take
Braga will top of the group. Second, probably I'm going to say Malmo. They're big. They're a good team. They're a good team, Malmo, man. We've got 10 viewers. Smash the likes, guys. Is Man U not in the? Oh, this guy. Don't worry, mate. Next season will be in the Champions League. Group. Let me scroll down. Group E, obviously, Man United, Real Sociedad, Sheriff, and Omani. Let me check where that club's from, man.
They rule out Sheriff. They rule out Sheriff. They could finish first. No, I'm joking. Real
Omani.
Sociedad.
Right, that club is from Greece. It's a Greece club, Greek club. Yeah. So, yeah, they were
That's the
founded
group of
in.
death.
Honestly, if we don't, I think Real Sociedad will come second. I think they'll finish above Sheriff. So,
I think it will go Real Sociedad, then Sheriff, then Ammonia, then Man United.
Elias, yeah, he's everywhere, man. He's everywhere. Elias is everywhere. But listen, Elias, I used to talk when we smoked dirty on Monday. But yeah, next group, Group F, Lazio, Feyenoord, Midtjylland, and what are these teams are Sturm and listen,
Oh no, that's
Sturm. Where's that from? Oh, sure, cool. That's fine then. All right. Yeah, Lazio should top of the group. No excuses from them.
honestly,
Feyenoord
I'm
second.
at least semi-finals of the Europa League. Like, these teams
Yeah,
aren't good.
yeah, 100%. Next group, Group G. Oh man, if they put Olympiacos with Arsenal, that'll be nice. But
Oh, me.
Olympiacos, Karabakh, Freiburg, and Nantes. Um, interesting. Nantes will
Olympiacos.
definitely
Stop it.
come in the top two. I think Nantes top two, maybe top two, 100%.
Yeah.
Either first or second, and then
Hope
obviously,
Olympiacos go out.
yeah. No, remember, guys, third is Conference League, so United could finish in that position and go in Group H. Kronos, Red Star, Monaco, Ferenc Varos, and Tramps sponsor. Monaco first, obviously, and then
Do
I'm
you
gonna
not think it? Do
when I
you
say
not
I'm
think it would
gonna
be
say
better if
that
the
Turkish team. I'm saying that Turkish team, that Traps sponsor. I think they're gonna qualify.
Do you not think it would be better if the Champions League team didn't go into Europa League?
Mm. But guys, what's your thoughts on overall? What's your thoughts on the group? Are you guys happy with it?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I think ultimately you can complain about not getting the easiest team in that competition, but whoever we play, we've got to be topping that group. Um, on paper, we should be beating PSV, we should be beating Bodo Glimt, and we should be beating the other team. Who else? Who's the? Oh, Zurich. Yeah, I mean, we should be topping that group. No excuses. And I don't want to be, and I think it should be so comfortable that I don't want to see the likes of Jesus playing in the Europa League, because last time we were in the Europa League 2021 season, I think it affected our league form. That was when we were finishing eighth. And if you're playing Thursday, Sunday, it really does begin to sort of drain on your team, and that affects your sort of consistency in the league. So I almost think we do need two starting 11s, Team A, Team B, so that we can really focus on the league at least until the group stages of the Europa League, because we have to be getting back into the top four, and that's my priority for this season. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the teams. We should be winning that group, but I don't want to see too many sort of first team players.
Yeah, now let's move on from Europa League. Obviously, I see a guest right now in the back room. We'll talk about Champions League and then his team, but Champions League, big up Matt. How you then?
Big up, man. I don't know any of these teams in this small tournament. I don't know any half these teams there. We're playing in the big boy leagues, in the Champions League, mate.
Yeah, okay, mate, calm down. But Chelsea. Before we get into the Champions League group, what's your thoughts overall on how they've been this season?
We've been up and down like a lot of teams. I mean, we can look at our team and we can sit here and criticize our attack, who are absolutely horrendous. But I'm confident because we got one of the best managers in the world. We look at Liverpool, who also have a drop of form as well. They're lacking a midfield. I look at Arsenal. It's Arsenal. I look at Tottenham. It's Tottenham. I look at Man United, who are also a downfall. The only team I fear is Manchester City, because we are still a very, very good side and we're still bringing in more players. The only thing that's worrying is our depth. And we've been, us Chelsea fans have been very, very, very worried about this depth. And we've 3 games in and we've lost 2 of our best midfielders pretty much. So that's the only thing worrying for me. And I see us only 3 games have been played. We've played 2 good games, 1 bad game. It's just a start for me, mate. Like, Chelsea ain't going anywhere. I know people are wishing for us to leave. Unfortunately, we're staying.
But are you bringing in the right players, though? If you look at the business you've done, you brought in Koulibaly, who, don't get me wrong, is a top-class centre-back. But I think he's 31, comes from the
Come on,
Italian
age
league.
doesn't matter,
He's
man.
been
Come on.
sent off. I just, look, I think he's a great player, but is he really kind of
We're gonna get
going to
Arsenal
take you
with the age
forward long
restrictions.
term? And then the other
Yeah,
thing is, who else you brought in? Sterling again. For last few years at Man City, he hasn't really done it. He hasn't. I think he's past that peak that he had a couple of years ago. I just think I'm not quite sure what the direction is for Chelsea. I just feel like it's spend, bring in big name players, but are they really going to fit into that project?
I think you're looking at one side of our transfer window, not the other. I mean, Koulibaly is 30. He fits our squad. We signed him on a 7-year deal. We're trying to get him like Thiago Silva. This guy's came in and automatically had an effect. We lost, Rudiger and Christensen, who for me, Rudiger was good. Christensen can be, Chalobah can replace Christensen. That's how bad Christensen is. Christensen is a rubbish player. Rudiger is what we are replacing. Koulibaly is a fantastic add-on to that because Koulibaly brings imminent effect. Us Chelsea fans, we give this excuse of time to these players. Koulibaly is someone who automatically comes in and he fits in our squad. Well, we've looked at one half of this transfer window. We've got Sterling, Cucurella, and Koulibaly. These are players the manager wants. Sterling, I wasn't happy with him, but I accepted the point because I knew under Tuchel can thrive Sterling to the best ability he can do. At City, he was City's best attack. I asked a couple of City fans, I spoke to some of them, Daps and a couple others, and they said Sterling's was and Jesus were probably one of the best attackers that they had. Right? So Sterling, and I'm confident Sterling can do well, except he needs help. He needs help because Havertz and Mount aren't footballers. These guys are rubbish. These guys aren't footballers, and we need more support there. But we look at other Chelsea side, and we've just signed 4 academy. We've signed 4 very, very young players for the sum of 50 million. Chukwuemeka, I can't pronounce his name still. It's so hard. But the Aston Villa guy, yeah, we signed the Russian guy today. We've signed Cascadi from Inter Milan, and we signed the Arsenal guy, Harrison. What's his name? Harrison, I think. Yeah, some
The
Hutchinson.
youngster.
Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
We signed
Murray
him.
Hutchinson.
Yeah, we signed him. And
Yeah.
these guys are for long term, right? So we've got some midfielders in there, we've got some attackers. These are for long term. But right now, we need imminent effect. We need players to come in and have imminent effect. Sterling, he comes in, he's already been doing well. Koulibaly comes in, he's been balling it out. Cucurella comes in, doing well. I don't want to go sign these bums like Anthony Gordon for 60 million and then I have to give this guy 3 years to finally score a goal.
You
No,
don't know.
I want players.
I think Tuchel wants him. You know, what if Tuchel wants him?
If Tuchel wants him, I'm completely fine. Tuchel needs to show me why he wants him. I'm not really for Aubameyang, but I don't mind it because Tuchel wants him. But Tuchel has to come to me and show to us Chelsea fans why he wanted him. He needs to come and show it on the pitch because that's that Russian guy we just signed today. He's the replacement for Gordon because I don't think we want to pay that 60 million for Gordon and that English tax. We have to pay the guy's worth 20 mil. The guy's barely worth anything. And I'm bringing him 60 mil. But the right now the objective with Chelsea is we've got a new owner. This owner who's done very, very well. He's came in, he's backed the manager, something we never saw under the Roman era. Is coming in and he's building for the future, but he's also building for now. He's building for tomorrow. He's bringing experienced players because if you've seen our recent signings, Havertz, Ziyech, Pulisic, all these guys, right? I'll take away Ziyech. These guys are quite young and they've flopped. We need someone who has experience and has that age who can come in and score goals for us tomorrow for 1 or 2 seasons. And then on the other side, we've got these young guys, Hutchinson and everyone I just named before, to come in 3 to 4 years' time and have no rush.
I just look at Chelsea man to man with Arsenal, and I just think this is the season when Arsenal's squad is actually good enough to be in the top 4, and I'm not convinced that Chelsea can do it on a consistent basis. You don't have a striker at the moment who's going to
They do have a striker,
25 goals a season.
Thomas Tuchel wants to put him on the bench. So
Who?
Well, who's a better who's Arsenal's better players?
Jesus. He's going to score more goals than Havertz.
don't-
Saka. If you look at Saka and Sterling, their stats last season for the Premier League are pretty similar, and Saka was playing in a worse team. So I think Saka and Sterling, and then we've got people like Martinelli's hit form. He's already got 2 goals this season. And if we can keep Thomas Partey fit again, he's looked really good. And then the additions like Zinchenko. Zinchenko's won, I think it's 4 Premier League titles. He's got that experience. He's got that winning mentality. And you compare Zinchenko with Cucurella. Like Cucurella's a good player, don't get me wrong, but Zinchenko's already got that experience playing at the highest level. So I just think actually this season is Arsenal's year, and I'm not convinced that just Chelsea have the squad at the moment, and I don't think they have a strategy. To sort of take them forward. Really, I just think it's who looks good at the moment, who's been hyped up. Oh, Gordon, 60 million. Let's go and get that done. Big signing. But I mean, really, how does he fit into that project? Aubameyang again. He might come in and score 20 goals in his first season because that's what he does. He goes to places, he scores goals for a few years, but he's not consistently good. Eventually, it sort of begins to peter out. So I'm not sure 33-year-old Aubameyang's the way forward either. I just don't think I'm just not convinced by Chelsea this year. Yeah.
I think with Aubameyang, you're right. You're spot on. He comes in, he scores goals for us. That's all we need. I need one season from him. That's all I expect. One season, maybe two max. That's it. I don't care. And Oris, you said something that yes, we have a striker on the bench, and he doesn't use him, Brozier. And that's the thing I criticize with Tuchel. And I think the reason that we may go downhill, which I don't think we do, I think we've got top four in the bag. But the reason that might make us struggle is that Tuchel does not discipline his players. Edouard Mendy is rubbish. This guy can't use his feet. He's rubbish. And we've got players like Havertz, who's rubbish. But these players aren't being disciplined. They're not being humbled. And I know Kepa Arrizabalaga is a better keeper than Edouard Mendy. And I've been saying that everywhere. If you guys, I've been on the terrace. I've been saying that since last year. Everyone has been saying it. Yeah, but Kepa, obviously, Kepa's a better keeper than Edouard Mendy. Edouard Mendy is a guy who started his professional career at 27 and unfortunately isn't there. But the thing that as I said, I'll come back to that question where I said that may get us to not our downfall, but might make us struggle is Tuchel not taking risks. And you look at Arsenal's team. I think Arsenal have that solid front three that they can always stick to. They got Saka, Martinelli, what's the other guy? Smith Rowe, Jesus. That's their squad, right? They've got problem. We have inconsistent attacks, but Tuchel isn't ready to discipline these players. However, you go to our midfield, you go to our defense, you go to our keeper. We thrive in every single other reason. The only thing that may stop is our midfield's depth. If Jorginho and Kovacic were fit for the whole season, it's one of the best midfields in the league. Kovacic is probably maybe fourth, fifth. It's good. It's outstanding actually. But the only thing that is bad is that they're both aging and they're all injury prone.
Yeah.
The other thing with Chelsea though is I look at them so far this season. Everton, that game, I thought they were really poor, to be honest. Yes, they got the 1-0 win thanks to a penalty, but I thought, ultimately they didn't create much. Everton had chances of their own. In that Tottenham game, they were good and they were robbed by the referee. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were good in that game. They really posed sort of the greater threat out of the two teams. They created chances. They looked solid at the back. And then again against Leeds, they were poor. 3-0 defeat. So 2 out of those 3 games, I haven't been convinced at all by Chelsea. They just look blunt going forward. I don't think they've got that goal scorer. And then at the back, Koulibaly's been sent off against Leeds. But, I still think they're probably light of a good, defender to come in as well. So I'm just not really convinced by Chelsea this year at all.
For me, too much. I just don't get their strategy for the transfer because obviously they're about to spend for 475 million. Go the 60 million. Like, people need to understand after the Super League, the market has been crazy now. A lot of clubs spending huge money. So I don't know because for Fana will come because the way he's been treated by Brendan Rodgers, they even putting him under the 23s for flip's sake. So for Fana will come. I think Aubameyang will join. Then that will cause a twist. But Joe, let's see your thoughts on Chelsea. What do you think of the situation?
They look all right. I feel like they don't have that like proper striker that they need.
That's the thing. They do. I think for me they do, but too short.
Nah, they've got Sterling who scores goals from the wing.
They have Brozier, mate. For me,
yeah,
Brozier.
But hang on. With Brozier had, I think it's 6 goals in 32 games in the Premier League last year.
He's still young. He's still young. No, he's still young.
Yeah, but they need goals now for this
That's
season.
why we're getting Aubameyang. That's why we're getting Aubameyang for that one game.
Yeah,
Brozier needs a lot of. Brozier's better. I think Brozier can do more than Havertz. People don't underestimate. Havertz is absolutely rubbish. He is the James Charles of football. Take away that UCL goal, he's James Charles. He's done absolutely nothing for Chelsea. I can't sit here and tell you what he does in a game because he just stands there. Brozier came on for 15 minutes against Everton and showed more than what Havertz has done all season.
Yeah.
Neither of them are good enough to be the main striker though. And I think either of them are good enough to score like 15 to 20 goals in a season. I think Sterling's capable.
That's why they're going to get Aubameyang, and then Arsenal fans will cry about that. So
yeah, but is Aubameyang good enough anymore?
No, he still is. He still is.
I think he will. I do think Aubameyang will come in and score goals initially. He does that at every club, and then he falls out the manager or sort of loses his motivation, and then his form peters out. But I think you will get a good year out of Aubameyang. But I just think man to man, I think Arsenal have a better starting 11. I think Arsenal have a stronger starting 11 than Chelsea do now. I
If we got all our fit players, it's not. You maybe have better attack, but not if we have all our fit players.
Well, hang on. Saliba, for example, you're talking about getting Fofana. Saliba was outshining Fofana at Saint Etienne when he was playing for them, and the big clubs were going after Saliba, and he's come back with lots of experience. He looks really good. You signed Cucurella. Cucurella's a top player, but I think Zinchenko just has that winning mentality, so he trumps Cucurella as well. Yeah, Koulibaly's good, but he's 31. Has he really? I'm not sure if he's well cut out for the Premier League. So I think that defense, actually, we've got some pretty decent additions as well.
Who's your
Saliba
second?
and Zinchenko.
Who's the second? Saliba, who I think maybe is on the same level as Chalobah, and who else?
He's not on the same level as
Nah,
Chalobah. He
Saliba's
won
a
Young
level.
Player of the
Saliba's-
Season in
You can't
France.
compare
He won.
Saliba
Hang on.
to Fofana.
He won Young Player of the Season in France at Saint Etienne. I think Tottenham were interested in him too. He's played 52 games last season for Marseille, qualified for the Champions League. He's got 5 France caps this year. I think Saliba would walk into that back three. He'd play alongside
A
Koulibaly.
stick can walk
100%.
into our back three right now. We don't have the
Sorry?
numbers. A stick
Sorry?
can walk into our back three. A stick. If we get Fofana, we can sit. But I'll give you the right hand side because we've got no one there. If Fofana comes in, which again he's not a Chelsea player yet, I'll give you Saliba. But you look at our other players, Thiago Silva and Koulibaly, if playing a back four, are way better than Saliba.
Where's that? Thiago
there's no
Silva's
question.
what? 37.
Yeah, and
He
he's still
got-
the
I
best
mean-
centre back in the league. Who's better than him?
I'm not convinced. He's got good. I think in
Van
terms of
Dijk's
reading,
getting,
in terms of
yeah.
reading the game, I'll give you that. I think Silva is the best centre back in the league, but he hasn't got the pace anymore.
But he's still
No,
doing
no.
well. He still
I
comes
think
up and he still shows up.
I think Fofana's
more than
overrated.
Who?
Fofana. He's not worth 75 million.
Oh no, he's
Nowhere
not.
near.
See, his market
Yeah.
value is 60 million. He's on the same skill level as Jules Koundé. The only reason we're paying 75 million, we're actually going to probably pay
less than that,
78,
less than
is because of the late tax. The season's ending in 4 days. They know we're desperate, and it's Leicester. Leicester like to scam us, and we always fall for their traps. But we have to. Fofana's more of a need than a want. If we were talking in June, he's more of a want. But we're 4 days for the transfer window to end, and he is a need. We need this guy more than
Is it a panic
fans
buy,
want
though?
him. It's not a panic buy. I think it's people sit here and say, because we had Delict, Koundé, Skriniar that we just didn't pursue to the max, the full ability. I don't know why. We should have gone for Koundé. Me personally, I prefer Koundé for Fofana, but we didn't. Fofana, we kind of got linked to the end of July, but we weren't really interested. We weren't really serious. When we realized Koundé wasn't the best option, then we went for him very late. I agree we should have gone for him much earlier, but I've always said Tuchel, unfortunately, does not really have an idea what he wants. However, when he does figure it out, it ends up working out. So we can sit here, we can say he didn't really know what he was doing. He's kind of all over the place. That's understandable because of the first year in your ownership. However, when he had a plan, when he realized Cucurella is the one, Koulibaly is the one, Fofana is the one, Sterling's the one, they all perform. All three of Tuchel signings have been the best, have been way better than Mount, Havertz, pretty much everyone, Mendy. Everyone.
I'm not convinced, but Sterling's looked all right, but he hasn't scored yet, has he?
He's only had assist. But again, I don't see Sterling as a goal scorer. I see him as a creator, and that's why we need a Aubameyang. And
At Man City, Sterling was a goal scorer, and his goal scoring form has dropped off these last few years. I'm just not really. If you compare Sterling to a Saka, I'm taking Saka. He's young. His stats were similar there or thereabouts to Sterling last season, and he was playing in a worse team.
No.
Well, if we just look at one season, if we say, who would I bring in this season? I mean, obviously, we're going to have the different agendas, but I would prefer Sterling over Saka. I would like to have Saka with him. Don't get me wrong. I would like to have Saka there, but Sterling is a great player. He just needs support around him. And I've said it multiple times. Havertz and Mount.
He's a number 9. Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a Aubameyang. When he brings, I've always said, I want Sterling, I want Aubameyang, and I want Wilfried Zaha. We will score 30 goals between all three of them. Because our attacks are used to single digits.
What Frankie de Jong? Do you want him as well?
Oh yeah, I'll take Frankie de Jong any day. We need any midfielder. Again, we need a lot of players. We are in a rebuild. A lot of rivals don't understand. We are in the middle of a rebuild. We've gotten rid of all of our deadwood. Werner, all these guys are gone. They're out. it's going to take us a long time to redevelop. De Jong, we only went for him because of the situation he was in. Now, if he does decide to leave Barcelona, the only club he's going to come to is Chelsea. And we will do bits with De Jong. De Jong is a player that we absolutely need. I don't want, Declan Rice and 150 million for a rubbish player. Go get De Jong, who's a fantastic player who suits our system. We're going to get more players who suit the system rather than just these big name players. Because I wouldn't say Cucurella's a big name. I wouldn't say Koulibaly's that big of a name. I mean, United were in for him a couple of seasons ago. They didn't go for him. I mean, we're going for big names, but these big names who suit the system. Before, under Lampard just went, inshallah, and whoever the hell he wanted. And none of them fitted the system whatsoever.
No, I do agree.
I just think if you're in the middle of a rebuild, I'm not convinced you're going to get top 4. I mean, you said so yourself. I just don't think you have to score.
But again, I see us being that good that we still get top 4. I mean, I've already ruled out the league. The league is done, but there's always a chance, obviously, but I've ruled it out. But I've said we are still that team where when we are underdogs and when we are, supposed to lose and all that, that's when we thrive. We weren't expected to win the Champions League. We weren't expected to beat Real Madrid, but we did. And people always underestimate us when we are the underdogs. If fans come out and say we're going to finish 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, we're going to finish 2nd and 3rd then. I've always seen for the last 3-4 years, we've always been underdogs. We can be that team this summer again.
I just think if you don't sign a new striker that's going to bang in goals, I can't see you getting top 4. I don't see how you're going to get enough goals. We've seen it so far, and I've said it from the start. Without that striker, Havertz and Brozier, they're not good enough. I don't think they're good enough if you want to get. Because look at Spurs, they have Kane, they have Son, 2 goal scorers. We signed Jesus, who's looking like he's scoring goals. Chelsea just don't have that goal scorer that's going to score. They have players that will score 10 goals, maybe 8, 10 goals, but I don't think they have anyone that's going to score 15 to 20.
Yeah, Martial. But no,
Yeah,
with Gallagher, what are you doing with Gallagher? What's your thoughts? You keeping him? You selling him?
Gallagher has been playing in a double pivot for us recently in a back 3. He does not fit the system at our team. I would play him in that Mount role as a right centre forward. If Gallagher does not play in that Mount, if he doesn't perform in the front 3, ship him off. There's no point. There's no point keeping this guy because he'll turn it into the next Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek's a player who just doesn't fit the system. We've got so many players who just don't fit the system. Ziyech and Werner, he didn't fit the system. Lukaku, Havertz, so many, because these are all players. Remember, these aren't two-shot players. And they don't fit the system because we play a very different system. Like, we don't even play with really a CDM, right? We play with I don't know how you say it, kind of a box-to-box kind of CDM who pushes. It's so all over the place, but it's a two-shot structure that genuine back 3 player like Gallagher, like Loftus-Cheek, who play in a midfield pivot of a 3, cannot play in this double pivot of a 2. So I would sell him. United, you want to come off or come Arsenal, you want him to come buy him? Take him.
Yeah,
take him for all I care.
I'd take him at Arsenal. I think he'd thrive at Arsenal. In that sort of.
We'll thrive in a good system like Arsenal because Arsenal play a basic 4-3-3.
I think he'd. We should get him.
Listen,
I don't know how much he'd be.
I'm taking anyone over McTominay. So
You're Casemiro now, though, isn't it?
Yeah, we got a proper CDM now. So I know, Matt, you're very, very busy, and obviously the time difference. So we're gonna wrap it up. We'll go home and big up United. We'll top their group. Hopefully, man. But before we do, obviously, we'll get our last thoughts on the Chelsea group in Champions League. So Milan, Salzburg, and then Zagreb. Surely you guys will top that up now.
Oh yeah, easy. Again, our rival fans will say that we're going to finish 2nd and 3rd, and that makes us even stronger. We'll finish 1st. I think the only difficult one is Milan. Obviously, we've got our boy Tomori over there. Again, I think Milan have got a strong team as well. They've got a very strong team actually, and they got Giroud too. That's the only team I'm really worried about. But other than that, we are very good as a cup team. Not as a cup team we can only win cup trophy, but we can win the Champions League again because we are good at playing one good game, in the cup and having a massive rest to play next one because we've got these experienced players. And that's the drawbacks to having experienced players. They cannot play 2 games in 1 week. Thiago Silva, Jorginho, these guys cannot play it. And that's why we're bringing in these more youth players. We need more from Tuchel. We need more from Todd Boehly. However, it's not going to come in one season. It's going to take time. And yes, we're in a rebuild, but we are in a rebuild to win the league. We're not in a rebuild to make top 4. Top 4 is stock standard for Chelsea. We can lose Jorginho, we can lose Silva. I still think we finish top 4. We have that confident team as being a top 4. The only thing we are rebuilding for is to win the league.
I'd say that last season, but this season Arsenal look a lot stronger in terms of I don't know. We just look a
Yeah,
lot
but they
stronger
still
than
need to
Arsenal.
face the top team. You guys haven't faced the
Three
top team.
games have gone past. Arsenal on Tottenham on. I've said Tottenham on paper look probably better than us, but I knew we were going to slap them up, and we did. So same with Arsenal. We'll probably
Yeah.
play them, and we'll probably do much better than them. But the only thing is that we don't play well against low blocks. Big teams. Again, that's why I say we're a cup team, because we
Yeah,
play
that's what I
big
was gonna
teams.
say.
We'll smash big teams. It's the low blocks that kill us, and that's when we need that depth, and that's what we're lacking. But again, Aubameyang coming in, Fofana coming in, it adds more. It adds what we need. And that, I've already said, we finished top four. Aubameyang and Fofana coming in means we can secure top four much easily.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was gonna say on Chelsea's day, on your day, you could beat anyone. You could beat City, Liverpool. You could beat any team, but
They can't beat
against these
us.
little
They
teams.
can't beat Ten Hag. Ten Hag's Red Army. No, I'm joking, but obviously, for me, what I'm expecting for Chelsea this season is a proper system and a proper style football. So let's see if Tuchel will do that with signings of Aubameyang and Fofana. But yeah, man, it's gonna Chelsea. Hopefully, as Chelsea perspective, hopefully they bounce back from Leicester. I mean, they have to, man. They have to be Leicester. There's literally no excuses. But you never know with Leicester. You know, they're like Leicester, like weird on their day. You know, they turn up, they don't. But yeah, man. But because of time difference for Matt, we're gonna wrap it up here. But Matt, shout out your YouTube channel where people can find you.
Well, you can find me at Zvoy on Twitter or YouTube, or you can find me around Chelsea Fan TV, Football Terrace, Chelsea Perspective. I'm pretty much wherever people want me to be.
Yeah.
I always try to make your streams, but you always stream 3 a.m., 4 a.m. my time, so I can never jump on. But now it's 10 p.m., so it's a good time. It's when I jump on. I've
Well,
already been on 2
to
streams
be fair,
before.
you're always on Football Terrace at that time, 6 p.m. my time or 5 p.m. But
Yeah, or after the games, when the games are finished, that's the only time I'm up, or I'm up. I'm only on streams when it's the morning for you guys. After 2 p.m.,
yeah,
3 p.m.,
time
I'm
difference,
out.
man, is crazy. But nah, I think tomorrow I might do the Chelsea show. So if you want, but this time in the morning, not in the afternoon. So I'll give you a message.
Yeah, whenever you're live, I will jump in. Like, this is the first time I think you've been live in ages since I've jumped in, because it's always 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like, oh, too late. But yeah, now I was on just 2 streams before, and then I was like, oh, I'll jump in, quick say hello, see what's up.
They got what you doing for football. So don't let anyone rattle you there on Football Terrace, man.
But people have tried to. Hey, I've been right. I said back in
Oh,
February.
mate, listen,
I said back in
Egar,
February.
I respect Egar, but listen, he's trying to rattle you there. But
Nah, that was nah. Me and Nagal are very we're quite close. I've known Nagal for a while, but
yeah,
me and Nagal like to rattle each other up.
yeah. Alex, I know you don't. I'm not sure if you have a YouTube channel, but you can
No, I
share
don't.
your Instagram if you want.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, well, that's Alex Winifrith. Quite a hard surname to spell, but yeah. So that's where you can find me. And I also occasionally go on AFTV. So look
Yeah.
out for me there.
But guys, remember, there's another stream today at 7 p.m. UK time. Game week 4 preview. So 2 streams today. So make sure you tune into the other one. But yeah, guys, obviously, I don't need to shout out but obviously, Orsix Football on here. On Instagram as well. No space altogether. Orsix Football on Instagram. But yeah, big up Matt for joining. Big up Alex and big up Joe who left because of his
Thank you.
glitch. But now tomorrow, I'll probably do a Chelsea show. So we'll talk about Tommy Tuchel, not Tommy Tappan, because Matt, I don't need to get rattled. But
You can call Tammy Abraham Tappy if you want. I call him Tappy. Tammy Abraham, the old Chelsea player. You can call him Tappy, but not Tappy Tuchel, mate. Super Tommy team, mate.
Tomori, man. You should have got Tomori, but it is what it is. But now, guys, remember another stream 7 p.m. today. Make sure you guys subscribe to Matt's channel. Make sure you guys follow Alex's Instagram. But yeah, we're out. Smash the likes and peace.